Did you know Dracula in the novel has a mustache? He does. Yes, seriously. Go and read it and say, he has a mustache. Why is it that all the adaptations of him don't have a mustache? I don't know. And of course, Bela Lugosi, truly legendary and famous in the role. And of course, Nosferatu is also legendary. This movie sucks. Mr. Argento, you've always wanted to make a movie based on Dracula for a long time. Yes, and I can understand that with your legendary visual style, but you did not need to incorporate technology, 3D computer imaging into this. Obviously, Dracula is wants to do something. I don't know what. In the novel, he's trying to move from where he is in Transylvania all the way to Germany or whatever it is, and it's like, okay, I like that. Here, he's still feared by the locals, I guess, but he looks more suave and the least intimidating Dracula I've ever seen. Seriously. I don't know. And so Jonathan Harker has to go and travel, I guess, there to get some stuff finalized. I don't know. And of course, Dracula wants Harker's wife for himself because he believes that Mina is what is that? His reincarnated wife. And I'm like, okay, it's following the book enough. So, I guess that's something, but um, we get a town that's called Passview or something like that. I don't know. There's really nothing right up about this movie. Dracula can, I guess he can transform into flies, a wolf, a bird, an eagle or whatever, and even a grasshopper. I'm like, okay, we're getting some new transformation. That's kind of cool. At least the grasshopper scene where he just comes in and pales someone. It's like, like that. I'll admit that was kind of cool because that would probably technically make it the world's most deadliest grasshopper ever committed to celluloid. So that was kind of funny. But I don't know. And of course, what follows is he's got his legion, Dracula has his like some people he's working within the town of like this lieutenant with a mustache. I don't know. It was quite a mustache. I'll say that. But he just goes around and has people just there, and he goes around just butchering them. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm just flabbergasted. Just how boring this is. It's like, yes, we have Lucy who becomes a Dracula, something like that. We have Harker who eventually does become a vampire, and then he gets quickly dispatched by Van Helsing and portrayed by Rutger Hauer. Yes, Rutger Hauer of Nighthawks and the main replicant in Blade Runner, and even he can't save this one. This is just a dull mess of a movie. Like it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like I want to say some good stuff about this, but what really just is the blow of this, just besides it just being boring, the 3D, the CG is just awful. It's like PlayStation 1 graphics. You can tell like how one layer was put on another layer. You have a render, and it just looks cheesy and awful. It's not even like so bad it's good. This movie's just bad. I mean, for crying out loud. I mean, we have people dissolving. We have a person that supposedly that looks like they're getting impaled, but then the backgrounds just look bad. I don't know. It's like he forgot. It's like Argento forgot what made him so legendary in the first place, and could have at least had some interesting lighting. But no, we just get something so bad that it really just defies explanation as to how this could be made. Especially like when Lucy dissolves, it just looks like a bunch of cheapo, like they just put a layer of ash on one thing and then it just dissolved. And I'm like, what is this? It's like, yeah, I understand it's a minuscule budget, but for crying out loud, you could have at least. What was he? He was blacklisted from America because of the lousiness of Jiao and everything that happened. And but then this happens, and I'm like, you couldn't reach out to anyone in the UK at least, or some other country and get some help, and instead, I don't know. It's just the CGI is just so bad. Whether if it's looking like the praying mantis, the wolf, and even when the swarm of flies comes, which looks like it should be deadly, but it looks like you can just smack them all away. I can't say anything. Okay, the costumes are pretty cool. They look expensive and really reflect what was going on there with the outward respect towards your fellow men, or at least pretending to be it, and they look fine. Okay, and this Jonathan Harker isn't as much of a chicken as in some other ones. He's at least tries to fight back. I will say that, but that's really not saying much. I mean, just because you have the main character who can kind of fight back, the costumes that are pretty good in the Grasshopper. Other than that, this is just another needless retelling Dracula that has been done plenty of times in the past. I mean, hell, even Nosferatu was even better than this steaming pile of goat crap. I don't know. I mean, I wanted to give this one a chance. I was thinking, okay, maybe it's not as bad as some people would have said, but this movie just freaking sucks. So yeah, ultimately, thumbs down. This movie sucks. Don't watch it.